Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have found a vintage pair of unopened, fully fashioned, long leg stockings. So these are in shell blush. I believe they are a mesh. I can see them here. It's quite a large mesh. They are Ballito luxury stockings, nylet or nylon, made in England, blue band, 10.5. The packet is starting to rip open, so that's the reason why these have jumped to the front of the queue for me to try on. So, they've never been opened. I get to be the first one to do that. Sorry about all the rustling. Let's put that away from the microphone. And let's get these out and have a little look, shall we? The packaging is old. I wonder when these are from, if anyone can tell me. 40s, 50s, 60s. There's a bit of sellotape that they're stuck. There we go. Lots of writing there, probably a care guide as well, saying to hand wash and so on and so forth. Yes, so definitely a mesh. They feel pretty rough actually. This is a rough pair. And there is a little bit of the silky touch on the toes. Of course the welt is silky smooth. It's just the nylons. They feel a little bit on the rougher side, which is not a problem. I think they might be long enough. We will see. I'm wearing a white garter belt today, just my 4 strap, as I keep wearing that 6 strap. I may need to look at new garter belts and suspender belts. So if you've got any recommendations, please leave a comment. I'd love to get some more, especially some of those 6 straps or more. But anyway, I'm going to get these on and I will come back to show them off for you. Hi everyone. So I've managed to get them on. They are lovely. I do not particularly like the feel of mesh nylons. I love that they are definitely an everyday wear rather than a special occasion like a silk real nylon stocking. Especially they reflect in the price. I'm assuming these would have been more affordable. Now the branding has unfortunately flicked away, that blue writing. I think it does with vintage stockings, not with the new ones. I've got a pair of Geos that were branded, a pair of Savine that are branded, and they're fine. I think it is just a vintage. Obviously they're so old, bless them, but lovely, absolutely lovely. They go up quite high, I'd say. Let's check the spot out just to make sure. So no, we don't go as high as usual, but they are a long length. They are fully fashioned. We have got a nice prominent seam that I can feel. So let's show you the sole design and some point of views before I get on my white stilettos. I thought, well, as in I'm all in white, it would be only right that I wear perfect white stiletto. And if you know anything about Essex girls, we were known for wearing white stilettos. These are, it's like a trademark almost for Essex, which is a part in England by London, just in case you wanted to know. Anyway, let's show you these point of views, shall we? So a little point of view here, just so you can see the toes. The reinforcement obviously comes over to the front of the toes. You can see here the heel reinforcement. So I don't know if you can tell that they're mesh. I'm not sure if you can see, but they're definitely, can you hear that? A little bit on the rougher side. Here obviously is a lot smoother. You can probably see the difference here. A smooth sort of nylon here to that rough effect, but still no problems with them at all. Obviously, as I said, I only have my 4-strap garter belt on. I could have probably done with the extra support of the 6-strap today. But anyway, let's show you the sole design of what these stockings look like. So we are back. So these are the Ballito luxury stockings, carefully designed to seam with every item in your wardrobe. Ballito have provided special styles for every occasion and taste. Wearing the right stocking for the right occasion is not only good dressing, it's good sense too, for you'll find your nylons last much longer. Now I will say, them being this mesh material, I can imagine them lasting longer. And I will say, they can go in my everyday rotation, as they are just a pair of stockings that you would wear when you don't want to wear any stockings, when you're just on an everyday, day-to-day. There's nothing fancy, there's no frills about this pair. They are just a basic, lovely pair. I do stand by what I say though. I do prefer a silk, real smooth, luxury nylon. Obviously here it says that you can choose from a selection of flattering styles at Ballito. Fully fashioned. I'm sure they'll have some reinforced heel and toe. And yeah, at the bottom there is a little bit of the take care and how to wash. I know they say don't put them in the washing machine to hand wash them, but I will say, naughty little secret, I have never washed a pair of my stockings or pantyhose. They just go back in the wrapper after I've worn them. Obviously, if I'm selling them, they go on my sale page. Anyway, I am going to get the high heels on so we can show you the white stilettos with the whole outfit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing the sole design. Try not to focus too much on the feet, as YouTube don't like that either, which I'm sorry to say. But at least you got a good view. You can see the reinforcement there. Beautiful design on the feet. Obviously, as I showed you in the point of view, it does go round the toes too, which I think is wonderful. I think it might help them last a bit longer. Right, I have them on now. They are very white, really, aren't they? Obviously, they're a patent as well. The shiny white. So the skirt I'm wearing sort of crisscrosses at the front, doesn't it? It sort of opens up at the front, so you can see my legs there. I doubt that you would be able to tell. I would be wearing any type of stocking or nylon. There's quite a lot of material in this skirt. But what about when I turn round? Can you see the seams? How are they looking? Hopefully I've managed to line them up correctly. We love it when a seam lines up. I think it was nice to wear these. I don't know if I've worn the white pair. These are the same brand as my black snake crocodile effect ones. They have the beige sole, and I have them in red too, this pattern in red. But yeah, okay, these are the heels. I think they match wonderfully with the outfit. Hopefully, as I said, you can see those seams. I can feel them, so I know that they're definitely there. I had to make sure that they were lined up to the best that I could do. Yeah, I think these are wonderful. And again, you wouldn't be able to tell that I was wearing stockings unless I showed the stocking top and the garter belt. I nearly stumbled there. Yeah, closer look here. Let me see those seams. I think we've got like a Havana heel going on. I'm sure you can have a better view than I do at the moment, but hopefully you are able to see all of the design of the Ballito vintage stockings. Now, what is your opinion? What do you rate these out of 10? Fully fashioned, vintage, we're not sure how old, vintage stockings. I think I'm going to give them either no, I'm going to say a 6 or a 7 because the length is acceptable. No, I'm going to say 6. They're a 6. 6 out of 10. Could be better, could be a lot worse. Before I go, I'm just going to show you in the mirror again because I saw a few of you comment that you like the mirror shots. So here is that final mirror shot for you. This is the full outfit. I'm sorry that it's filmed in portrait, but I have to fill this way up to get the mirror in view. But I'm sure you will appreciate it. So you can see the full outfit, my flowy skirt, and as I said, it does open up at the front. And you can see the stockings, my garter belt, only the 4-strap, the perfect white pumps. There they are, lovely, obviously with my vintage, fully fashioned stockings, my flowy skirt, a little white blouse, my microphone, and my new camera that I am liking. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're following me on all of my new platforms too. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Much love, and I will see you in the next video.